guys turn around. My goal for this afternoon is to get you guys excited about becoming a Give Kids World Angel, but before I do that, you guys are going to need to know what Give Kids World is. Give Kids World is part of Make-A-Wish. It's where terminally ill kids whose wish it is to go to Disney World or some of the other parks in Florida, they can stay there for a week with their families. It's a 70-acre storybook-themed village. It's been open for 25 years, and in those years, they have helped about 130,000 families stay there from all 50 states and 75 countries. And the best part is that it's free for the entire week that they stay there. Now, what does Give Kids World look like? The villas where the family stays actually look like they're from a storybook. The restaurant has toys that line the entire walls of their restaurant. There's an ice cream place that looks like a sundae on the outside. There's a train station, and there's everything from pools and playgrounds to a tree that snores. Give Kids the World does so much for their families, and that they need volunteers to help run the place. And it's a lot of fun when you go out there, and it really changes your life, and it's really easy to volunteer. Give Kids the World on their website says that for every dollar they have, they take about 91.7 cents of it, and it goes directly to the program and helping the families make it free. Now what that kind of looks like is this little red line on this graph is about less than $700,000. That's how much money they spend on the administrative, like business side of everything. The yellow is how much money they spend on fundraising, and that's about $2 million. And then this entire blue is how much money they actually spend in going to make this free for all of the families that stay there. And this is about $33 million. That's how much money in 2012 that they spent to make this trip free for families. And I found this graph from charitynavigator.org. Give Kids World needs volunteers to make families happy and make family memories happen there at Give Kids World. Now, not only is volunteering out there really important to make the village strong, but it's a lot of fun. You can volunteer at their special events that they have. You can volunteer in any of the shops or restaurants, or you can volunteer at the La Ti Da Day Spa. And there's a big map on the website that shows all the places that you can volunteer at. And volunteering will also change your life when you go out there. It's really cool to see not only all the different people that you see that visit there from all the different states, and I know whenever I volunteered there, I've seen people from England and France, and I think even Jamaica. So it's really fun to interact with them. But it also changes the way that you look at life. On their website, it says that each year about 27,000 children are diagnosed with a terminally ill disease. And that alone kind of humbles you and makes you think about how you live your life. But when you go there, kids don't act like they're sick. Kids can be kids at Give Kids World. They can eat as much ice cream as they want, they can play, they can hang out with their siblings. I know one time whenever I was volunteering out there in the restaurant, I saw this little girl come running through the doors, and she was wearing a Princess Elsa dress. And she had her tiara on, and she was just running around, having fun, playing with her parents and her brother and siblings. And in that moment, she wasn't a little girl with cancer. She was just like any of those other kids that you see out at Magic Kingdom, wearing that dress. And she could just be a normal 5-year-old little girl. And it's really cool to be able to see that and look at that and be like, out of everything that happens, in that moment, she's her. Volunteering out there is really easy to do. What you need to do is just to go on to www.gktw.org/volunteer and see there's a big button that says volunteer application. You fill that out, and if you're over 18, you need a background check, and then if you're under that, you need to fill out a parental consent form. Turn that in, and then go to a Give Kids the World orientation, and it's about 2 hours long, and it takes you on a tour of the entire village, kind of shows you all the places that you can volunteer, and they give you rules like the do's and don'ts when you volunteer, and then you sign up for your first shift. And it's really simple, and you'll be having so much fun when you're out there that you won't even realize that your shift is almost over. The website says that each week they have about 1,200 volunteer shifts that need to be filled each week. That's just 1 week. So multiply that by the 52 weeks, and there's a lot of opportunities to volunteer out there. Volunteering out there is not only fun and will change your life, but they really do need kids. They need volunteers to help keep the village running. It's been open for 25 years, and so the volunteers help keep it going for the next 50 years, and it's really fun. There's no words really to describe how Give Kids a World makes you feel and how it is in one word. You just have to go and experience it for yourself, because that's what it is. It really is an experience out there, and it's amazing. So what are you waiting for? Go sign up today.